Welcome to Skol Chat with Skota, episode 15. We are a chat group created by four guys who are a blended family, not only through the traditional familiar means, but also for the love of the game, specifically for our favorite team, the Minnesota Vikings. We won't claim to be professionals, nor will we cover a lot of stats unless it is specific to topics we will be discussing. We are just four fans who get together to basically discuss all aspects from the team, from games, training, releases, innings, and the overall organization itself. Our name is derived from two of us who currently reside in Minnesota and two who reside deep within Packer territory. This is not our livelihood, as we, like many of you, have busy lives, and what we hope to obtain are additions to our blended family by having you become a part of it. We have room to add a couple of you at a time during our airings and would like you to join us in our chats. As with any family, there will be happy times and sad times to be discussed and experienced. Although the game may only last a season, the desire for the game and team is year-long. If you want to join us, please hit the subscribe button, follow us on YouTube, and give us either a thumbs up or thumbs down, depending on your experience, and leave us a comment. If you'd like to join us during a show, contact us at the email link provided below. Welcome, everyone.
All right, welcome. So Skol Chat number 15. So the Vikings pulled off the win in jolly old England last weekend. They're 5-0, which you mentioned, John, last week. They're undefeated, still undefeated. They pulled out the win 21-17 with 25 seconds left on the clock.
That was rough. We did it, but that was rough.
So to be honest, I skipped church I have been meaning to go back to church. I skipped it when they were playing the Steelers. Didn't go to church, and of course they lost. Then I went to church last weekend, missed the ending, and they won. And by the time church was out, it was already over with. So I think that tells you something. I'll take it for the team, guys. I'll take it for the team.
I had gotten off night yet, so I had to watch it later.
I was about ready to turn the darn thing off, and I said, oh, what the heck, I'll watch it.
It's a good thing you did. You know, back in 17, when Diggs had that miracle, I originally shut it off because I just didn't think they were going to get it. And I'm like, so something told me when I got to the kitchen, it's like, no, just go finish it out, man. It's going to be the last player or whatever. So I went and turned it on in time to see the play, and I was just waiting for flags. I couldn't get excited right away because I was waiting for any flags on the field or anything else to come up first. And then I realized it was good, so I was very happy after that. But yeah, I had to originally turn the TV off to that. There's no way this is gonna be the last throw of the game. There's no way. I pulled it out, so you just never know.
Oh, that happened.
We were at my wife's that exact game. We were at my wife's work party, at a restaurant or whatever, and like the game was on, and same deal. Last play of the game, obviously we're watching it. We're like, oh, they were ahead, and then and it's like, oh, how many seconds? 23 or 25? It was something like that, less than 30. And like Diggs caught that, and like I didn't know what to think. Like I just like got up out of my chair, started jumping up, cheering, hollering, and then the guy from across the table, I just met the guy. He got up, started jumping around the same, like we're just jumping up next to each other, and then we just hug each other just randomly. like jumping up, like, yeah, it's like I just met the guy and I'm hugging a stranger in a bar.
I don't know if I get that excited, but
well, it wasn't like a full on.
Well, the best thing was watching Sean Payton, going from his chance and Skol just before that,
taunting the crowd.
He got to eat it in the end. So,
which I can't believe he's back coaching in the NFL. But anyways,
yeah.
So thoughts. Moving on. Overall thoughts. Just move on to the offense.
Offensive winners, I would have to say.
So we kind of mentioned it too.
What's that, John?
Cam Akers and his toss.
Yeah.
To get a touchdown there. That was pretty good. And then I guess they had. Yep, go ahead.
I was going to say, when he was in high school, he was a pretty dang good quarterback. See, his senior year, he passed for like 2,000 yards, threw for 34 touchdowns, plus rushed for like another 1,500 yards and 20 some odd touchdowns. It was like something like 54 touchdowns his senior year or something like that. So
yeah, I did.
He does have the arm.
I mean, very, very mobile quarterback. That's for sure.
Yeah, no.
He was the emergency if it comes down to it. So behind Brosmer.
But he was like directly. I mean, he was probably 2 feet behind the line. I'm like, oh my gosh, he can even get this off. But like, yeah, he threw a perfect pass. It's already an offensive line. So Darisaw started at left tackle to begin the game, and then Juergens played left guard. and then Brandel, first ever start at center.
Well,
Is that ever?
Yeah.
Or did he ever play center?
Nope. Never
Jurgens
played
wasn't the
center.
guard?
Never
Oh.
played center before.
You said Jurgen. Jurgen wasn't in the game.
No.
Yeah, I said Jurgens was
But
started at
Jurgen
center.
didn't play.
Who
That
started
guy
at guard?
from Wisconsin, the undrafted free agent. from
Yeah,
Oh,
that
you're
guy
right.
picked up from Wisconsin that I thought was a good, free agent pickup or undrafted.
What's his last name?
Oh, I can't think of it now.
I don't know myself. You're
You-
supposed to be on top of this. You're supposed to keep us youngsters in line here. What's going on?
God, I was thinking of it earlier and I ran away,
Those sometimers, we talked about this in previous episodes.
Yeah, I know it.
But I do remember when we were talking about the undrafted free agents, how I was kind of impressed with it.
Joe Huber.
Yeah.
Hubert. Yeah,
All right, Joe Huber.
that's the first time Brando ever played center.
Yes, ever. He did a good job.
Well, I was going to say,
Yeah, I was impressed.
I think the winners was the linemen because they held up. Then, of course, Wentz, had fast release. But I mean, overall, I think the offensive line held up on their deal.
But
Right. They're third stringers, except for Darisaw.
Yep.
But you got, what's his name? One that keeps on being thrown in there at tackle. But anyways, you got the second and third stringer players, playing that game. But Brando, first time ever, plays center in a game, actual game, even any.
yeah,
I thought he did a pretty good job, So, yeah, you got the winners, like Jefferson, and then, of course, that touchdown to win the game, Addison, But, he was benched for the first quarter because he didn't show up for walkthroughs.
I didn't know that.
he seems like he's got something every year, doesn't it? The hell of a receiver, but man, something every year with some type of disciplinary issue or something.
I guess he got hung up in London. He went to London and I don't know. That's what I heard. It could just be bull crap or whatever.
And you know what? He could have, since they had a bye week this week, he could have stayed over there longer to do more touring if he wanted to.
I don't think they would have let him because,
He could have. I'm sure he has the cash to fly back.
well, I don't think
It's
that
just
they would
not-
let him be on his own.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, it sounds like he needs to be babysat.
Yeah.
Which I think Justin Jefferson made some comments after the game. About the
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah, that he's gonna try to put a leash on him, I guess, more or less, But anyway, the bottom line is, I think with the whole line and that, did a great job, Jefferson, Mason, the only thing about Mason and, geez, I wish these mine or the name ones keep on. Yeah. Oh boy. Anyway, the running backs, they both fumbled. So, if it wasn't for them, who knows what the score would have been. I might have
That's
been
what you
right
say.
on the score.
Definitely know every time when we're playing over there, when you get a third down, that announcer, make sure you know it. Just happen to stick out through both games.
I did feel bad for Reichard, though,
Third
with that.
down.
It showed that he missed a field goal, but it bounced out the wire. I mean, kind of unfair because that counts, against his made field goals.
Yeah,
Well,
there was nothing said about
yeah.
that.
It's hard to believe, kick was perfectly, then all of a sudden, zoom. And it's like that, Bono was asked about that. And he said he wasn't, he couldn't see it. And nobody else said anything.
Well, nobody caught it.
Yeah, but somebody caught it on camera, or not camera, but whoever was, doing the video shot of it. That's what somebody was. It was going across what do you call it, like TikTok, not Twitter, and all that. That's what. what's going around there.
Realistically, with the drone technology nowadays, they shouldn't even have frickin' wires going across the field.
Well, I don't know. Somebody might do a high knock a drone out of the sky, you know.
Well, I guess there should be backups. They have backup refs.
They completely skipped over it though.
There's a guy sitting off the field waiting.
When they went to go do the
Nobody
replay,
noticed it after the game. Yeah, nobody noticed it until after the game, which is I thought it was weird because I've never seen him hook a kick way to the right like that. It's always kind of he kicks it, it goes straight, and then it kind of hooks to the left a little bit, at the end. It was just, I'm like, how did he miss that? It's only a 51-yarder. I mean, he's kicking them from 62, So
yeah,
I feel bad because it goes against his record, all in the end anyway.
Well, I think he'll finish the year pretty strongly compared to previous kickers.
Yeah.
I mean, it was always a roller coaster just for extra points in previous years before he came on the team. So as long as he makes those extra points, I mean, that's all I care about. If he's 50% from over 50 yards, I mean, that's still pretty good. But again, going back to the line, so they only gave up 3 sacks. Again, that's a pretty good showing. It didn't seem like the Browns brought much pressure, though, either, which kind of helped. It didn't seem like they're doing many stunts. I mean, so when you're playing
I do think they tried. It's just that O'Connell had a lot of the quick releases and stuff in there, what he needed to do.
And that's what I've been begging for this whole season. Don't get your quarterback sitting back there for 3 to 4 seconds waiting for somebody to come open, especially with a quarterback like Wentz who wants to throw it downfield every single time.
Yeah, he'll hold on to it. He's not afraid to.
That one play, I think, did get through Breno there. Wentz got sacked right off the bat there. It was like, what the hell? But yeah, I think the other 2 sacks, Hood trying to go downfield. He was trying to wait for a receiver to, anyways, yeah, and nobody can hold up for 3 seconds or longer, unless it's a real poor defensive line, but yeah.
And there were a couple of times where he kind of broke through the defense, the pass rush, and kind of found somebody open. So, I mean, it's kind of, he extended the play. It's kind of what you want him to do, but you don't want that long. So
he doesn't have the legs anymore.
I know he used to.
Yeah. I think in comparison, if it was McCarthy doing the running, I think McCarthy would have got the first down than with them 2 runs where he got brought down from behind. Although that one that he did where he banged up his shoulder, his left shoulder, he knocked the guy down.
Well, one of those I think was a pretty bad spot because from what I could see, his knees weren't on the ground. He kind of supermaned towards the first down, and the refs just gave him a bad spot. So
yeah,
I bet you if they wanted to challenge it, they could have. It may not have been a first down, but it would have been like within 6 inches to a foot. He finished 25 for 34, 236 yards. But that just goes to show you that there is quite a few wide receiver screens mixed in there. A lot of stuff that were quick passes. If you're throwing 34 and 300 yards, it's going to be short yardage passing. He did that touchdown, and then of course Justin Jefferson, 7 catches, had over 100 yards. So again, 2 weeks in a row for him having over 100 yards, and it's always a good thing. Mm-hmm. As long as they're not losing going into the second half by 20 or more points, because it's just garbage stuff. But yeah, no, I was kind of surprised. Like after watching the game, Jordan Mason only had 52 yards. I swore he had more, but I think they kind of sat him after he fumbled again. Like 2 games in a row, he's fumbling. So Xavier Scott was in there for quite a bit, but then of course he fumbled too, like you said.
It's either they miss it or can't keep control of it, trying to get it.
Oh, remember that year Adrian Peterson kept fumbling the damn ball?
Yeah.
Oh, back in 2009, if he didn't fumble so many times in the Saints in the championship game, they would have won it. He fumbled like on the 9-yard line, and then like on the 5-yard line in that game.
Peterson was known for fumbling anyways.
I mean, he was a good receiver when he could catch it and run it.
Who, Peterson?
Yeah.
He wasn't he wasn't that much of a receiver.
I thought
he was serviceable back when when Favre was there. He used him quite a bit in the passing game, but after Favre, they just kind of like stopped throwing him the ball.
Yeah.
He couldn't pass protect to save his life though, which is weird. A guy that big can't pass protect.
Right. The way he could mow people down, and then the way he could juke, Yeah.
But I think somebody that kind of flows under or flies under the radar that kind of was helpful in the game, I think, was C.J. Ham.
Yeah.
Kind of helped with the pass protection, kind of helped in the run game, and I think he makes a difference, and it just doesn't show up on the stat sheet.
He always has, and I think that's why, Vikings continue to keep that fullback position. A lot of teams don't.
I think there's only 3 or 4. Yeah, now, the Browns even, they use a defensive lineman as a fullback at the goal line. Reminds me of the days back. Remember when Randall McDaniel used to be a fullback for the Vikings?
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on offense? I mean, I was thankful they did the quick passing, like we talked about. We've been begging for that, so they're not sitting there waiting for stuff to open up down the field. I think they weren't as cute. I mean, there were a couple cute plays, like obviously the running back pass with Cam Akers, but then they have to play. They're just overthinking it. It's 3rd and 1, and they run a toss play.
Yeah. No.
And lose.
And overall, I think Wentz, with being injured, he did a good job, for sticking it out.
Yeah, no, it's like he was pretty tough. I mean, I haven't heard. Did they come out and say what was? I guess they don't have to say anything until next week, right?
No.
Like give out an injury report.
He's still on Monday. He was still going through the the examinations and
Evaluation of it.
Yeah, because I guess when they got back Monday morning, that his shoulder was quite painful, I guess.
All right. Well, so I think that just opens up the door coming out of the bye week. There probably won't be, or they'll kind of say he may be more. They'll let him sit, so there's less of a not a quarterback controversy. Just opens the door easier.
Well, O'Connell did say Monday that McCarthy was going to be there Monday to go through his workout and all that and ramp up, and that he'll be practice next Monday. And the way he sounded was that he's going to be given the plays and go through them and all that and see how it goes. But sound like he's trying to shoot for McCarthy to start. That's my take about the way he talked.
Yeah, he's supposed to get back into practice as usual.
Well, yeah, I think like I said, I think it's just he's gonna start against the Eagles. I don't have any questions about that. Which again, is kind of concerned about coming not back from injury. First game back is the Eagles.
Yeah, his ankle. Yeah. Hopefully they don't push it. Hopefully it's actually healed enough to actually do some,
Usually they're pretty good about making sure they don't push players. They just hope they give some good backup reps to Brosmer, though, if Wentz is still hurting.
Yeah, I think Brosmer, if he's given that the moment, I think he'll do a good job too.
And we'll talk about after the bye, the game next week. But the only positive, they've always played in Philadelphia for the longest time. Can't remember the last home game against the Eagles.
I can't either.
What's wrong with the Zimmer? I can't remember. All right, moving on to the defense. They had a turnover at all in the game, Forrest.
Oh, I thought we did.
Yeah. No, didn't have a turnover, and they only had 2 sacks. One of them was an official sack, and one of the other ones was the quarterback trying to rush and got tackled by Ivan Pace before he got to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So again, and I don't think Flores had to pull out the blitz package. The exotic blitzes, they just kind of played them more since it was a rookie quarterback, just kind of straight up.
Yeah,
but I think Levi, Drake Rodriguez, and Tyrion Ingram Dawkins kind of showed up and outplayed Hargrave and Jonathan Allen. So it's been a consistent thing. So that's how many millions of dollars that you could have saved or put it elsewhere and just stuck with these guys. But who knows? I mean, they're in the rotation. Maybe the veterans that we're paying money on will show up towards the end of the season. Maybe they'll start catching on. It is a new defense for them. Maybe it's just a learning curve.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a good thing those guys are on the team.
But Jalen Redmond was pretty quiet this last game, unlike the past weeks. It's kind of surprised he didn't have any more splash plays or get a sack or anything like that. So I think he did have a pass deflection.
Yeah, I think so
kind of broken
too.
pass, I think.
Yeah.
Which if it were only 1 or 2 yards closer to the field of play, they might have intercepted that. It was pretty close. Any other thoughts on the defense? I thought the secondary held up pretty well.
Yeah, the only thing that kind of bothers me is now supposedly the Browns hadn't run that well, run the ball that well. I don't know. Every team that the Vikings played so far, the running back that haven't been getting much yardage on the ground, it seemed like when they played the Vikings, they get up there, close to 100 yards or over 100 yards.
Yeah, I think they did really well. I mean, the defense wasn't stopping the run, I don't think. I mean, they did a lot of runs against us, and they broke through the line there.
Cashman coming back, that'll, hopefully we can get things reorganized again.
They got to do something with the
You're
run.
looking to be surprised if Ivan Pates is sat down.
Yeah.
And Wilson takes a spot, so it'll be Wilson and Cashman.
Yeah, I mean, we a lot of run plays that broke through the line for sure.
Yeah, they gave up 110 yards to Quishon, the running back Quishon Judkins. He averaged over 4.7 yards a carry, which over 4.5 yards is pretty good.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, the quarterback, he passed quite a bit. He passed, and they held him underneath 200 yards. I mean, you kind of don't want to. I mean, old school football, you want to stop the run. That's the first thing you want to do.
Yeah.
But it seems like we're playing it the other way. We're stopping the pass and letting them run.
Force him to put it into the air.
Which a rookie quarterback, the more he throws, the better chance you have at picking it off or, causing a turnover. So
yeah, we definitely. I mean, we're lucky with the turnout. You know what I mean? That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, still winning the game with 2 turnovers, and I mean, usually the team that wins the turnover battle wins the game, but they still can't hold out the win. So
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on the D before we move on?
No,
All right, so we kind of talked about it. So it's the only injury that came out of the game, right? Was there any other injuries that I didn't catch?
Not that I'm aware of, other than what we already had before we started. Other than Daniel talking about wins, no.
I can't. The only other thing with the injury, it sounds Cashman. I didn't think who else was on the injury.
Van Ginkel.
Yeah, Van Ginkel's still looking at, he possibly won't play even in week 7, nor Jones or Neal. But looks like we'll have Cashman, Jackson, and Jurgens back.
Yeah, seemed like there was 4 of them, but anyway, I was thinking of McCarthy. So anyways, yeah, that's what O'Connell said, that Cashman and the other 2 guys, along with McCarthy, should be back.
Yeah, I'm just disappointed that Van Ginkel is still hurt.
Me too.
It's a lot of flexibility for the defense when he's out there.
Yeah.
Huge part of that defense.
And he can seal the edge. He can not seal it, but, contain on the outside a lot better than some of the players out there. I mean, Dallas Turner's doing okay, but it's just not, the production's not there, not the sacks, I guess, which is kind of the splash plays. Maybe he's doing more on that's not showing up on the stat sheet, but.
Yeah, I don't think they've really updated for Van Ginkel on his neck injury, have they?
No, it's just kind of
sitting in limbo.
Injury that he's not ready to play pretty much.
Yeah.
Which again, we talked about it. I mean, neck injuries are kind of scary.
You know you're
Oh, but no. So going back, we should mention Ryan Wright's 77-yard punt.
Right.
That was a pretty nice punt. So we should put special teams on here. We never do. I should probably do that next time.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, we can talk about next week, what the early injury reports look like. So we'll have a better idea of for sure who's playing. But, we kind of talked about it. O'Neill's out. Van Ginkel's out. And then who again? Who else?
Jones.
Yep. Week 8 or 9. I mean, hopefully. Oh, yeah.
Chandler.
So hopefully week 8 or 9, we'll have a healthy team.
And then
we're get our center back that keeps getting concussions.
I mean, and he hasn't really even played that well when he was in there.
No.
So, I mean,
no.
I mean, you're paying him money.
We got a diamond in the rough there, but we might have gotten a cubic zirconia. I don't know. We'll see.
It looks just like a real diamond made in a lab.
I mean, I feel sorry for the guy. I mean, he's going back in and turns around, gets the same dang injury, but we can't have that for our center. I mean, we got rid of our other center for a reason. So
I'll be right back, guys.
When I thought what Brandel brought was just more size. I mean, over 300 pounds at center. I mean, I've seen our center pushed back in the backfield, not able to anchor. Yeah. If you're 6'6" and over 300 pounds, you've got some leverage to use. So, but I guess we'll give the guy one more shot if he clears the concussion protocol by next week, which I'm hoping But it's just going to be interesting to see what the line will look like coming out of the bye. We move on and talk about the one game that was in the NFC North. Lions played. It was the Bengals, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Which it ended up a lot closer. Because I was watching the game and it was 20-0, I think, at one point. So I guess
they came back.
3 touchdowns in the last quarter. So maybe it was just starters were out of the game and just starting to play defense or prevent defense for the Lions. But yeah, they ended up winning 37-24. So we all guessed that. We all thought the Lions would win. And I saw that the Bengals traded for Joe Flacco.
Yeah, I saw that.
And he's starting for the Bengals next week or this coming week. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean too bad Brownie didn't turn out. I mean, he used to be a Vikings quarterback, so it's unfortunate. But he's not a Viking anymore. So, and I mean, we don't really. Oh, there he is. He's back. We were kind of, I
I'm
was
back.
kind of milking it here until you got bet that the Lions would beat the Bengals. So we all got a point there.
Of course, they're at the top in the NFC. We're number 3 right now.
Well, we'll see how it goes. I mean, as long as the Vikings keep up with the Packers, I mean, eventually with that tie the Packers have, I mean, that's going to come. It might come back to bite them in the butt. Should we
Yeah,
move on
bitten us before.
to guessing,
All
or do
right,
you have any
I
other
guess you
thoughts?
I didn't see who's playing who yet.
I think we work best when we just kind of go off the cuff here, right?
Yep.
So we'll start with, like we always do, the greasy, grimy Green Bay Packers. Guess who they get to play?
I know, but
They get their chance at the Patriots, or they get their chance at the Bengals
Boy.
coming up here.
I think Packers are going to take it.
Where are they playing? In Green Bay? Or
yeah, they're playing in Lambeau.
Yeah, Packers.
Lambeau.
Flacco changes things around.
But you never know. You might surprise us.
You can always hope.
Yeah, I think with the Packers coming, I hope I'll keep my fingers crossed. But I think with them coming off the bye, they're coming with a win.
Yeah, I think Packers will win it. Have hopes the other way, but I don't mind if I'm wrong on it.
Right?
Who you going with, Tom?
Packers.
Thought you might.
I actually just went through the whole list today for another group with football. I don't do any of that fantasy football league
Yeah.
stuff. We have friendly bets, make up a sheet and bet against one another. I almost won last week. I think I was off by 5 points is what it come down
What was
to.
that picking wins and losses?
Wins, losses, and then you got to pick a score for the tie for the Monday night games.
Yeah, I'm in 2 fantasy leagues, and then I'm in a pick'em league. But that's run through CBS Sports, so it's pretty easy. Don't have to do all the paper and the faxing that it sounds like you have to.
And pay for the fact.
Out of your pocket. Can I use the phone? Is it long distance? Everything's long distance around here.
All right, so everybody picked on that one?
Yeah, so this game at the beginning of the season would have been a good game, but with the way the Chiefs have been playing,
yeah, they've been hit and miss, haven't they?
Yeah, they're definitely missing something.
Who, what now?
But the win probability for the
Lions play the Chiefs.
Okay.
In Arrowhead. And I was just saying, like at the beginning of the season, that would have been like, gosh, that's going to be a good game. But the Chiefs are 2-3. They had lost their mojo. It's kind of like the Super Bowl.
I mean, the refs look like they have to do something a little different this year.
Yeah, they're
not saving them.
They're not getting the calls they used to. That's for sure. At least you can blow on Patrick Mahomes now, and they won't throw a flag.
Oh, I mean,
what are your thoughts?
Great. The Lions have been doing great, but I think the Chiefs have something to play for right now, too. So it is kind of hard.
It's a must win for the Chiefs at this point.
I don't know. I'm going to go with
Lions, huh?
Yeah.
Would it make any difference if the Chiefs have a almost 56% chance of winning the game? If I told you that, would that make you change your mind?
No.
Okay.
Is that
Who's
what
next?
it said?
Go against all odds. You might turn out on top.
I'll take the Chiefs this time.
Ooh, analytics, and they gauge who's going to win the game.
I'll be the odd man out.
I'll say Chiefs.
I'll go with the Chiefs too, because I want them to lose. All right.
Hey, you better go to church.
Where?
Who knows? Yeah, Swift might be in the audience this time.
Didn't about Chicago now?
Yeah, they're playing Monday night. There's 2 Monday night games. Why do they do that? Like 2 hours, like an hour apart, so you can't watch both of them.
They're gonna play with former Skins, which hopefully they'll go back.
The Bears play at the Commanders, or at least just the Washington football team. That was better than the Commanders.
I gotta go with the Commanders on that one.
Daniels is out, isn't he? The quarterback for the Commander, Jaden Daniel.
Oh, is he out?
Yeah.
Who's their backup?
Don't remember, but they lost the last game, I think.
No, they beat the Chargers last game.
Oh, did they?
Mm-hmm. Hurt my fantasy because I had Herbert.
So is Mariota their backup?
Yeah, sounds right. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, so he finished the game though.
Yeah.
Jaden
Who
Daniels.
did he? Well, somebody said he got hurt.
The quarterback for the Commanders.
Yeah, Jaden Daniel.
Yeah, maybe he's hurt out of it. Yeah, I haven't looked at an injury report. I'm not going to.
Anyway, so I'll go with the Commanders.
I think it's a good pick. Commanders.
All right, the Bears, that's a clean sweep. They're losing to the Commies, and in Washington.
Definitely.
And hopefully our guys stay out of trouble.
There won't be no love boat on the lake. It was cold out
Can't even
this
think of the
morning.
Love Boat theme.
I can't either. And I don't want
Yeah.
it. It was,
It was-
cold this morning.
Turned out to be a nice day, though. I mean,
It was
65-ish. It was chilly. You'll have that.
It was like 27, then it dropped down to 26.
Nice.
Then I think when we got up to Hayward, it was colder yet.
Was it?
That does say Jaden Daniels will
When was
turn
it
the
there?
action for the Commanders,
Does it?
as it says right now under their own website.
Well, and the Bears might come out hot. They won their game before they went to the bye.
Sometimes, well, it depends on where you're at. You know, a bye could be good or it could be bad. It could slow you down. You come out worse off than what you went in on, and vice versa.
We'll hope that's the case.
I don't want to fall behind the Bears at all. Come on.
No.
Dub.
The Bears. The Bears. And I mentioned earlier points. I got all our points or projections, so by next week I'll have a leaderboard on who's in the lead here.
Do we have did we go over the Bills?
No.
The Bills?
I just thought, I didn't know who we were all going over for teams.
Just go over our who's in the NFC.
Oh, I got the Steelers, Bengals, NFC.
Yeah, I want to try to guess.
Yeah, we're not going to go through the whole league. Forget it. No way.
Come on, Dano. It's actually pretty fun. Gets pretty interesting.
We can barely keep track of our
our own
the
division.
Vikings.
I got problems remembering the name
alone
of the
the entire
player.
league.
And you want me to try to remember the team?
Yeah, there'd be lots of what's his names going
Depends on
on.
the time of day. Or I don't even know who plays on this team. Who's the starting quarterback?
Right.
That guy.
Like, who's the starting quarterback for the Jets?
It's the former quarterback of the Bears. What's his name? Justin Fields, isn't it?
Oh.
That
There you
guy.
go. It's like Jeopardy. You won 200 points.
God, what's that guy's name on the Steelers? Who's the Steelers quarterback? I can't remember. He looks real. I just couldn't put my finger on it. I
Yeah.
think
I think they call him Bird Bones. Bird Bones.
just haven't seen him without one of those. What do they call?
Yeah, we could have broken that quarterback's collarbone. What you say? Did they take out his collarbone? Well, no.
That hairstyle that's coming back in. You know what is
What,
that?
this hairstyle?
I can't think of it. What is it? They
It's good to
get
see you
the
hold on to that, though.
Oh yeah. Oh, the mullet. Yeah.
What hairstyle you?
What's that?
Tom was talking about a hairstyle that's coming back. Well, Tom, you were talking about a hairstyle that's coming back.
Yeah, the mullet. The Steelers quarterback
you were
used to.
Oh, it
He
is
used to
mullet.
have the long hair going on, and I thought that's what he was trying to get going.
Oh, yeah.
Never progressed though.
It is. The ayahuasca causes your hair to stop growing.
Yeah.
Really?
No, like nowadays, like kids are getting perms again. A bunch of kids around here, they got perms.
Really?
Yeah, that's
What
kind
do
of
they got
short, and they got the
materials
floppy
over
stuff
there?
on top. Gorilla glue, I think they're using.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
sneeze and it all stays that way.
Final thoughts. Hopefully the injuries, are healing well. We have, and hopefully we get away from that bug for a while.
Yeah, hopefully.
We've had our enough for the season in the first 5 weeks.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I mean, they say it's healthier at the end of the season, so hopefully, like you said, get the injuries out of the way, and then knock on wood, nothing else comes up. But I think they'll do some self-scouting. They'll come out of the bye pretty strong, and it's a home game. It's a noon game. It's not a primetime game, so less pressure than normal, I think. But then we get a short week after that. Then we play Thursday night, the next game, San Diego, I think.
Yeah.
I think they're
San Diego.
Well, that's right. Yeah, there's no team in San Diego anymore.
So I got to tell you.
I think this is the first time. And it might not be the last. So where do the Raiders play then?
Vegas,
How about the Rams?
Los Angeles.
My. Well, now that we know our geography,
I'm
anything
lost.
else that you guys want to talk about? I'll have to show you a globe.
Moon.
Let's hope that O'Connell stays with what he needs to win these games. Don't
Yeah.
try to get too creative.
Keep the quick passing game going. That's what they need, regardless of who's the line or who's playing and who's not.
Pounding the rock too.
Here's the thing. He's got to be creative to keep outplaying his opponent. You can't run the same plays or the same form of games for each team. Like that's what happened with the defense. Everybody last year figured out what Florida's throwing. So then that's how Flores got smacked.
Yeah.
So gotta change it up. Gotta change it up.
You can't do run, pass, and stay with it. You know.
Zimmer off. Run, pass. Run, pass.
Yeah, Zimmer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Run.
It's got to be good.
Yeah.
And on every play, we're going to get guys up in the A gap.
A gap. Pound the A gap.
Blitz. Every play.
It was actually
what
nice
happens if
seeing
they
that
figure it
Wildcat
out?
play played the way and that it was successful. It's nice having that thrown in there.
Yeah.
Well, that's like you were talking about. They got to stay creative, but I mean, just seems like they just get too cute at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Like when they pull those, like earlier in the season when they tried pulling those plays, it's like things are going well. They're passing the ball well. They have a good flow, good run pass mix. And then all of a sudden they pull one of those plays out. It's like, what are you doing? Why did you don't need to do that? You're moving the ball.
Yeah.
But
So yeah, save them for when you're
it
having
paid off.
issues.
So
Save them for when they have you figured out that game, at least in that game anyway.
Yeah.
also I can.
But our Vikings get a break this week. They get well rested and everybody comes back. No issues. Mr. Addison needs to be playing full game.
Go on a
not
tear and
partial.
win. Yeah. So hopefully he gets a babysitter or a mentor to tell him don't go
They're
sightseeing.
going to owe him a
uh,
contract
practice.
if they just, if he keeps playing well, though, they're going to owe him a contract, or otherwise they're going to be, having to put somebody else on the other side of Jefferson. They need to figure that out.
He's got to figure out what he wants. He's going to have to learn that. Aren't going to put up with that kind of behavior. You got to
No.
show up. It's a job.
Obviously, if the Vikings offer him a contract, they got to throw a lot of stipulations.
Yeah, but I wouldn't worry about a contract right now anyways.
Isn't he coming up for one next year?
Trying to think.
Yeah, I think is it his fifth year already next year?
See, 1, 2. No, because, last year was his, 2, 3. Next year, I think is year 4.
Yeah, and they have 5 years, I think. Rookie, don't they? First. But yeah, I mean, it's going to come into play. I mean, because you're only worth what you are if you're on the field.
Yeah.
If you're getting suspended, you're missing games, missing partial games because you can't make it to a walkthrough. Teams are going to take that into account.
Well, a lot of people talk about, trade him. I don't know right now. Would there be any team out there that would trade for him?
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Well,
There's
I would
always-
say, if he still continues to play well, I think they need to offer him something with a bunch of stipulations in it to get it before he gets too close to that. He has a banner year and it goes to the next year, starting out banners. It's going to be hard to keep him. You're going to have a
True.
lot more competition.
True.
I don't know. I think we got it wrapped up, huh, guys? Got anything there,
So-
Daniel?
No, I don't have anything to add.
All right. Well, we'll see everybody next week. If you like what you saw here, please give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. If you want to join us for a episode, reach out to us at skolchatwiscota@gmail.com. It'll be in the description below. And we can set that up. Otherwise, we will see you next week.
Yeah, see you next week.
See y'all.
Go Vikings.
Have a good one.
Let's go.
Bye.
Go.